Shall I press the button, Keith?
No.
No, leave it. And we're back. Welcome to this week's Monkey Not Punch podcast with me, Gareth, your host, and Keith, that kind of blob thing that talks in the corner. I'm not sure if it's like your CGO or a deep fake or something. Are you real? Are you ChatGPT?
What, with a tiny penis? But I love you.
I don't know what the fuck that was. It was funny, but my brain was like, what the fuck was that? That's a reference.
He's got a teeny weeny penis, but he loves us.
That's just, I don't know.
I'm still laughing about it. I'm still fucking genius. Anyway, well, yeah, we haven't been on like for most of July. We had a summer break.
It's August.
Yeah. I think we had one show in July.
One show in July.
Yeah, and we're back anyway. No one's here yet, but we're back.
We're back for those not paying attention. So, what have we got to talk about? We got some news, James Bond, Spider-Man, Jeremy Renner stuff, Steven Spielberg stuff, some box office information. Got a couple of trailers: Tron, Ares, Avatar, Fire and Ash.
Okay.
Makes me. I look at that. That makes me want to smoke a cigarette. And then we're going to talk about Superman and Fantastic Four.
Yes, we are.
So we got.
And I've been watching a shitload of DS9. I am on I'm nearly through season 5. I've done Way of the Warrior like a week ago. So we could, if you haven't caught up, I'll wait for you to catch up. But I've been enjoying the fuck out of DS9, and I was sitting there, Gareth, watching when they changed over uniforms in season 5, going, shit, that was 28 years ago.
Don't say that.
And I was like, shit.
Do you know what I watched recently, which was on in the 90s, which was a great TV show done by the makers of X-Files?
Space Above and Beyond.
Yep. I found the perfect fucking uploads on YouTube. I watched the Chiggy Wrong and Richthofen episodes, the two of them. They weren't a two-parter, but were a two-parter. And oh god, do I love that TV series. I forgot how good. From 88 to about 2012, television science fiction was fucking brilliant. Mm-hmm. I mean, absolutely fucking brilliant. But now I have no idea. I remember they hired people who could do the job. You look at the people like Vince Gilligan was on the X-Files.
We might have to have a bit of a chat about the state of Star Trek as well, because oh my god, we had Comic-Con.
Oh, hang on. We should look at the Star Trek Starfleet trailer.
Don't make me sit through.
Yes, we're not. I didn't watch Deep Space Nine this week. We need to do some Star Trek of some sorts. I think we should do the trailer, because there's one thing in the trailer, which is I heard someone make a comment, and it was just fucking hilarious because it's the truth.
Are you talking about when are you talking about Gary Bigelow? But by the way, going, when he sees the Jem'Hadar Klingon cross, going, what the fuck is that? And somebody just comments, it's a fat black one.
Exactly.
Fucking genius.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Keith knows that I know a lot about Star Trek, but I never let on about it. Yeah,
it's an encyclopedia.
Jem'Hadar are bred in clones. They are asexual. They are not male or female. They present as male, but they have no sex, and they're all addicted to Ketracel or Kalium White. I can't remember what the substance is. Begin with a K. Yeah, and I know that. So how the fuck do you get a female Jem'Hadar? And it's funny.
Interspecies bonking.
You can't bonk something that hasn't got it. They're like action men.
The fact that a Jem'Hadar goes from baby to fully grown in 3 days. But But anyway, oh god, it was Foundation. I've just seen Biff's comment about Foundation. I have actually been watching that, and yeah, it's been quite good.
Okay.
Yep. Anyway,
Yeah, it's. Oh, I've been watching Dexter Resurrection.
any good?
Oh, it's really fucking good.
Oh, good.
I made
Okay.
I made a joke in that. I think it was the first episode where I went, sounds like they're having a serial killer convention in New York. Guess what they're having in New York?
A serial killer.
Yeah. And it was brilliant. I'm just like watching it. It's like Dexter's in this room with all these serial killers, and it's like kind of, well, there's one to take care. There's another one to take care. Oh, this one might have a code, and yeah, it's great. But yeah, it's good. Shall we get on with the news?
We should.
Okay, all right. Oh yeah, this is what I might do.
Say, hold up, wait a minute.
James Bond is officially underway, and a surprising twist: Peaky Blinders creator Steve Knight has been tapped to write the screenplay under Amazon MGM Studios, which now holds the creative control of the franchise, which is absolutely brilliant.
Yes.
The reason I say it's brilliant is that out of all the stuff on the BBC that is male, Steve Knight's been there. Yeah. So SAS Rogue Heroes and Peaky Blinders, and there was something else, I can't remember what the third thing was. But he's done that stuff, and it's all been quite masculine, which is a good sign for us.
What? I mean, this. Yeah. Talking about jeans, Biffa. Do you know who's heavily rumoured to be the Bond girl? Which means it just gets better.
Oh, no, not yet. No. We could talk about that too.
But that's who is rumoured to be the Bond girl. And if it's true, then we're getting Bond. I mean, we're getting Bond.
Yeah.
So maybe, just maybe, the cowboy wearing non-astronaut, not enough yachts, Bezos, might finally have learnt his lesson about spending $1 billion on something and not going woke. So,
yeah.
I mean, this can... Right now, right, I remember like a couple of months ago we were going, oh, fuck, Amazon's taking Bond's screwed. Then you get the news about Villeneuve, and then this, you're going, this is quite good.
Not yet. I reserve judgment until I actually see something.
I know, but the creative team is pretty good. I mean, you can't, you can't. I mean, Denis Villeneuve, fucking great director, knows what he's doing. He wasn't cast. He's just a bloody good director. Yeah. Stephen Knight, fucking Life on Mars, all of these shows that he's written. Brilliant writer. Peaky Blinders is probably what he's most known for in the US. But he's done a lot of things on... Wasn't he Spooks?
He might have been Spooks.
I'm pretty sure he was Spooks. I might be wrong, but I think he's Spooks. He's certainly Luther. No,
that's not. He's not. It was not Luther.
Is he not? I thought he was.
No, I know the guy. Luther is not him. I know because I've seen an interview with the guy who did Luther when they brought out the Netflix one. There is Steve Knight. Sorry, I'm just bringing it up. He may have written an episode of Luther, but he wasn't the creative dude behind Luther. That's
yeah. What's he done? So he has done.
Sorry. SAS Rogue Heroes is the one.
Yeah, Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders. He's done loads.
Yes.
Apparently, the Lockdown, Christmas Carol. Oh crikey! This is just his writing credits. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Did he write the questions on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
No idea. Maybe it was his idea. But he's done. I mean, 100-Foot Johnny was quite a good film. He wrote that, apparently. I did not know that. The girl in the
the blind one where everyone's blind, and you've got Eva Rodney McKay in it.
Look, I mean, he's quite a good choice.
Yeah.
I am again. It's given me hope that Bond will be quite good, but it is all in the casting of who they're actually going to get Bond. But if it's true that Sydney Sweeney is going to be the Bond girl, I'm there for that. I mean if they cast somebody like Sydney Sweeney as a Bond girl, that is sending a very, very strong message.
God, can you awful harridans, I thought there was another word beginning with S that I was going to use, but I won't. just fucking shut up. It's like there's a thing where some people got together. I don't know if it's in Australia or somewhere like that, and they banned payment processors. They got payment processors to ban games from Steam.
Yeah.
And it's just like, can we knock this shit off? Shouldn't this stuff go? But yeah, it would be good if we've got that, and you can what do you call it? Spooge over Sydney Sweeney if you need. But yeah, I think because we're talking about women, maybe this should be the story we go with.
Women, know your limits.
Marvel has officially revealed that Tom Holland's fourth Spider-Man film is Spider-Man Brand New Day, set to hit theatres on the 31st of July 2026. And new teaser unveils Holland in a redesigned suit, and filming it's already underway in Glasgow. That is doubling for New York City. Oh, it must be the crappy parts of Glasgow. Gotham, it works. It really does work for Gotham, because Gotham's supposed to be a crap hole. The funniest thing I ever heard a pilot say was flying into Glasgow Airport. Yeah, it was flying into Glasgow Airport. I've probably told you this story, but I'll say it again. And as we're flying in, he turns around and goes, if you look at the left-hand side of the plane, you can see the sun hitting Glasgow Harbour. If you can call it a sight. It was like he said that on the PA.
Oh dear.
I'm like, he does not like the Glasgow fight. So you've got new suit. It looks similar to the Sam Raimi's Spider-Man one.
Yes, it does. I think it's a mashup of Sam Raimi's one with the suit that he had at the end of the last Spider-Man film. So yeah, I mean, the blue is a slightly darker blue, but the crucial thing is it's just a suit. It's not it's not a Stark suit. It's not anything clever. He's got new web shooters that look pretty cool. But I mean, the rumor is there's two baddies. Scorpion's going to be in it, who we've already seen, and it's what's his face, Negative.
Mr. Negative.
Yes.
I've heard different rumours. Would you like to hear the rumours that I've heard?
Go on.
My rumours that I heard is the Hulk is in it. Mr.
Yes,
Negative's in it. Yeah, and Mr. Negative brings back OG Hulk, Angry Hulk, and Punisher and Spider-Man have to take down the Hulk that's rampaging across the city and then go after Mr. Negative.
I still heard that Scorpion's going to be back in it, whether he's going to be in it as a main role. But yes, I've heard that Hulk. I mean, yes, I think that's confirmed that the Hulk's going to be in it. They showed some armored vehicles driving through Glasgow, and it seems to have a very similar logo to what's in the game.
Mr. Negative.
Yeah, Mr. Negative sort of logo.
Dragon's breath or dragon's teeth or whatever.
So I suspect that you're probably on, but Scorpion might still be in it because that chap apparently has been cast.
What they may do is they may James Bond it and have it so he's fighting Scorpion at the beginning of the film.
Yeah.
So it's like a little kind of just a thing, and you can release lots of clips from that and not ruin the film and still get people excited because it's like the first 10-20 minutes before you go to the Spider-Man titles and all those bits, just to get everyone kind of pumped up and engaged, and then you can end it off with him getting out of jail at the end and then him starting all over that shit all over again. Because that's what I'll be honest with you, because the amount of people in Spider-Man's Rogue Gallery, I would be doing that to try and fan service. I don't want to sound negative because
this is a new trilogy. So Holland is signed for 3 more. He is signed critically for 3 movies, and Spider-Man is meant to be in Doomsday. Read into that what you might think. Rumor is it's Garfield, not Holland. read into that what you might think, but they're going to have to do the Goblin at some point. They're going to have to return to the Goblin.
I think the trick would be to do the Hobgoblin and not the Green Goblin.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Or their version of Doc Ock. But again, I hope they don't, because I think Alfred Molina's Ock was the pinnacle of sort of
Sam Raimi's Spider-Man
on screen. I think he was, but he's now been in Holland. I think he is almost the pinnacle of Spider-Man baddies on screen. And I'm not talking about cartoon ones. I'm talking about on screen. He was generally good. We're gonna have to get to when we get to the comments.
We will get to the comments. We have our area. We have our part of the podcast for
I know.
Comments. So, it's. I think out of all the Marvel films, I'm excited for this one because it's Spider-Man. It's kind of separate from everything else. Sony desperately want to hold on to this, and they want no excuse for it to be shit. So they will make sure that everything is have a nice broad appeal to it. And considering what's the last one went like 2 billion, was it?
It did damn well.
Fucking ridiculous. It did ridiculous amount of money.
And this will probably outstrip any Marvel film, which is going to piss off Marvel.
Yeah. And Sony will be like, thank God we held on to Spider-Man.
Well, it's going to be the one that I think will get people into cinemas as long as they don't fuck it up. Because, Sadie Sink being in this, if she is playing Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man's daughter, I don't know how that works. And people are getting very fed up with the multiverse.
I think they should. From what it looks like, I don't think it's going to be anything multiversal.
No,
I think they've
like
brought
the
it down
look of the suit.
to the ground.
Yeah, I generally like the look of the suit. I like I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Spider-Man 3 was more than probably one of my favourites of all time. Just because they fixed every fucking problem I ever had with the old Spider-Man, and finally took off the mask from what's his face, William Dafoe, and actually used his facial features, which were far more Goblin-like.
Green paint would have done fine. I'll be honest with you.
Dude was brilliant. I mean, he just has that face. That's part of the reason I love it. And he was in the sort of purple and green costume. It worked for me. And you're right, they have to do the Hobgoblin if they're going to do the Goblin. But
because you can do the Hobgoblin. You can sit there and say, because what you can do is you can do the Hobgoblin and then lead into the fact that there's a Green Goblin, because it's like because the guy, I can't remember, there's two versions. There's the Ned version, which they could do, who finds there's Ned version and there's the other guy, because I remember when I was a kid, there was a big thing about revealing who the Hobgoblin was, and he turned out to be some fashion designer, and everyone was pissed. I can't remember the name of the fashion designer now, and everyone was pissed, but cause all he did is he found the stuff and just went, fuck it, I'm using it, and now that's why the Hobgoblin was more mercenary than anything else. But I found it mad that it was a fashion designer. Well, just make nice clothes. Well, why not make nice booms? Let's move on to our next one. So, that'll do.
My name is Jeff.
Hawkeye Season 2 remains unconfirmed, with the recent comments from Jeremy Renner suggesting that Disney offered to bring him back at half the pay, leading to unresolved contract negotiations as early as August 2025. A second season has been considered unlikely before 2028. Into May 25, he had this thing here, and he turned around and said, da-da-da-da-da. They must have gone back to him and gone, here's some more money. Here's the what you got paid last season plus inflation. Yeah? Inflation in the States is quite a bit. Yeah. And it's like, kind of, there you go. You can now should be able to afford your groceries. The other thing, too, is that after having a snowplow drive over him, he's not, like, in the best of of conditions to do anything too physical. And you know, I'm not no shade on the fella. It's like a tragic fucking accident, yeah. But it's not, you know, being crushed underneath there. It's fucking stuff of nightmares, yeah. But if they've offered him more money, what was the woman? That's the girl in that.
Haley Steinfeld.
Great, Haley Steinfeld. Great actress. They picked, very charismatic. You wanted to see her on screen. Story shit. Yeah, they could have done better. There were bits in it that started to shine through, and then there are other bits that didn't. The introduction of Echo. How can I put it? Romany Gypsy, fucking Black Widow, things like that. Had Kingpin in there, but they blew that as an opportunity. Yeah, you could have just had him laugh from a helicopter and fly off at the end. That would have been acceptable, considering he's a fucking Kingpin. But is it because they want to put him in Avengers Doomsday, or what's the other one? Doomsday and the one after
Secret
Doomsday.
Wars, isn't it? Is it still
Secret Wars?
Is it still
Secret Wars and Doomsday? Yeah. So,
I thought they were knocking the Marvel series on the head because they just haven't been successful. That being said, Hawkeye was probably one of the more watched ones.
yeah.
Hawkeye was certainly probably my favourite of all of them. And that's not saying a lot because I haven't really liked any of them all that much. There were parts of Loki season 2 that were okay, but not great. I want to go back to just their bit. The MCU was a cinematic universe, not a television universe. It wasn't meant to be a Disney Plus universe. And I think a lot of the issues with the MCU are rooted in those Disney Plus series. And, you know, what they did with the Scarlet Witch was wrong.
Annoyingly, if they could have got that right, it started off really well. And like, oh, this is interesting. Where is this going? And then it kind of just, they fucked it up.
Yeah, they brought Mephisto into the worst series they could have done.
Dude, did you hear about what Sacha Baron Cohen said about whatever her name was who played Ironheart? Said she was a fucking nightmare to work with, and the reason he was supposed to be in a lot more scenes, but he refused to go back and film because she was so fucking horrible to work with.
She comes across that way.
And the guy who played the Hood, a couple of weeks later, said exactly the same thing. He turns around and he goes, I think what Sacha Baron Cohen said about her, I cannot remember her bloody name, but the actress who played Riri Williams was like, kind of, she thought she was the producer, the director, the writer, and the star of the show. And it was like, because I watched some of that, and it was like, oh, this is not good. But it was annoying because there was potential. But hey, you always fuck up the potential because they don't get it.
I couldn't watch more than 10 minutes of it. I have not watched it, and I sit through some shitty TV. I mean, I've sat through 3 episodes of Strange New Worlds. I couldn't get through this week's episode. It was terrible. But I couldn't sit through that.
Just watch Deep Space Nine, Keith.
I
It's your remedy. It's your fucking remedy. Every time you watch the thing, you watch a couple episodes of Deep Space Nine. Because you want them to, you want to get the viewing figures up, so they'll do the remasters.
Yes, and they do need it. The more I look at this, going, this is better than Next Gen. He's absolutely fucking right. This is the one that they should have done. We'll talk about it towards the end, but there's just so much about it that I'd forgotten, and how much I love those characters.
We'll talk about it when we do the Star Trek trailer, and you can talk about your disappointment. Okay, right. Well, if that's the case, then this one.
Put a ticket in me.
Sorry.
Not relevant in 20 years.
Warner Brothers and Amblin Entertainment are reporting of moving forward with Gremlins 3, with a completed script now awaiting Steven Spielberg's final approval, according to actor Zach Galligan. And if greenlit, the production could begin as early as 2026 with a target release of 2027. Zach revealed this at Comic-Con in Manchester. After 3 decades, a full script exists for Gremlins 3, and the project is waiting on Steven Spielberg's sign-off. Right. This is a controversial thing. I think that you could do a really good, but it would be if you did it right, it would be absolutely fucking terrifying. Gremlins, and the first thing you'd do with it is you would turn Mogwai. Yeah, you would turn him, and you would see like the total fucking mirror opposite, where he's all cute and thingy. I would make it would be extra fucking terrifying. All that like Spike and Stripe and all the ones from the previous ones would look pale in comparison to what this bastard looks like gremlified. I think that's the best way of doing it. I think that would work. It's based on a story by what's his name? Roald Dahl.
Yes, I know.
I always love that because you always watch the thing. You go through the titles, and it's right in the middle. You get through like producer credits on the thing, and then you get the original story by Roald Dahl.
It's amazing, even all these years later, how remembered Gremlins 2 is. I mean, I think it was the other day, and I've got he's becoming a friend, who Thai guy who speaks a little bit of English, right? But there was a bright light that shone. He just went, bright light, and I went, Gremlins 2 like that, and he just looked at me and started laughing. And it's like, it is amazing. And I probably hear that quote in so many things. And and the other, I can no longer hear New York, New York. Every time I hear it, all I hear is, nah, 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 nah. I love Gremlins 2. I love Gremlins 1, but Gremlins 2 is just...
Robert Picardo with hair.
Yes, I know. And,
and the guy played Lionel Luthor in Smallville.
Yes. I mean,
Daniel Clamp.
It's got so many people in it. But, I mean, when I saw this, I thought, Gremlins 3, if Spielberg is going to do it or produce it, I'm up for it. Bringing back the original lead, I mean, he's got to be quite old now, but again, it might work. As long as I don't fuck it up, because Gremlins 1 was a great movie. Gremlins 2 is just fucking... it's just such a... I mean, it is Gremlins on speed, and that's probably why I love it. I mean, Gremlins 1 is, nearly 40 years old. I remember as a kid, like, the first stickers I ever remember buying. Right, when you used to go into, like, a newsagent's and buy stickers, right? I had Gremlins stickers. I had the hologram ones of the Gremlins. I fucking love those. Yeah.
Yes.
That
was good.
I'm up for Gremlins 3.
Yeah, Gremlins. I think if I were Disney or Universal or Warner Brothers or anything, I would put a kibosh on putting anything on streaming for 18 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would put it on that, and then 9 months after it's started at the cinema, release it on DVD. Make people buy fucking physical media again. Make physical media great again. Proper collector's editions, though. Yeah, something that you can go, I want to keep this. Because it's not a case of having it to watch the film. It's having it to show that you appreciate the film more. But you got the disc in there too, so you can watch the film. Because they make money out of it. And killing the DVD market was Hollywood's biggest fucking mistake. It really was. Because certain TV shows could make their money back. Now it's weird because what you get with TV shows and films and stuff is you get this weird venture capitalist mindset where it's we will pay for 5 years of a TV show. If it works, it works. It doesn't work, it doesn't work. Yeah, one of these of the 20 that we've done will pay back and cover the costs for all the others. And because of that change in mentality of the filmmaking and TV making. Because it's the same with films too. Break 5 shit films, one of them might be good. Yeah, instead of doing what they used to do, where someone used to sit there and read the script and go, "Oh, I can see a lot of people watching this," or "This has got a niche audience." Yeah, Hellraiser, for example, say Hellraiser. Yeah, Hellraiser. We're not going to give you $100 million. Not going to happen. We'll give you 60 million. You can go and make your film. Yeah, cool. There you go. Because that's the size of the audience, and someone would actually do that. But they don't do that shit anymore, and I find that odd. But going back to Gremlins 3, I think it needs to be dark. I think they need to because think about it. Think about the audience is all grown up now, and it's like kind of scare the shit out. Scare the shit out of the audience.
Gremlins 1 was darker than Gremlins 2. Gremlins 2 was slightly more comedic. I think you can't totally lose the comedic edge to it. Because again, it's those comedic bits that are remembered. You know, all of the Gremlins singing "New York, New York," or not, because they couldn't really. Only one Gremlin had like the Frank Sinatra style voice, which was again genius. I mean, I love Grem 2. I mean, I really do love Gremlins 2. And I like Gremlins 1, but I loved Gremlins 2 because there's just so many little one-liners in there. And just great little moments. And Gremlins being Gremlins, like, you know, Gremlins taking over a TV studios. It was just basically taking over CBS, and it was genius. I don't know what they would do for Gremlins 3, but yes, it does have to be slightly darker. I do agree with you on that.
I think I would turn Mogwai. And just have him be the worst thing, the proper nightmare. Anyway, let's move on to our next story.
Oh no! What happened? Oh no! How terrible! That's just awful. How
kind of fits. Fantastic Four: First Steps notched a second consecutive week at number one at the box office, but performance came with a major caveat. Industry estimates a suggested steep 66% drop from its opening. That sharp decline has analysts raising concerns about the long-term staying power, even as the film outperforms many competitors. So the second week, it pulled in 40 million domestically and earned 11. After earning 11 million on the Friday, that's a 6. So, fuck it. Lost the ability to read. Basically, it shit the bed.
Yeah. I am
shit the bed.
Marginally surprised by it.
I'm not.
You're not? We'll talk about it in a minute.
Not at all. We'll talk about it when we get to review the film.
Yeah. But I am surprised it's dropped off that much, actually. Because this is probably the first Marvel film in ages that if I had the opportunity, I wouldn't mind going and seeing it again in the cinema, because I think it's made for the cinema. I'd certainly go. I want to go. I mean, this is going to give a game away. I'd go and see this over Superman, but again in the cinema. But it surprised me that it sunk quite that low. But other people didn't. You know, I've got a few students that haven't enjoyed it as much, saying that the battle scenes weren't as good. We'll talk about it in the review, but
yeah,
it surprised me a little bit. This, I have to admit, it did surprise me a little bit on this particular one, because this is probably the best. It's certainly the best Marvel film of the year. It's probably, with the exception of Deadpool, the best Marvel film in a few. Well, since Spider-Man 3.
I don't say Spider-Man 3 is a Marvel film, I'll be frank with you.
Well, it kind of is. It was under the Marvel Cinematic Studios. And
yeah, but Sony are always just sitting there like going, "Oh, we don't. That's a shit idea." Just look at it. No, that's a shit idea. No, we're not doing that.
Sony produce it, right? But they don't exactly. Basically, they sit back and just count the fucking money. It's
they don't. No. They have to sign off on the scripts and bits.
Yes, but signing off
decisions
on the scripts. It's not like they are, hiring the studios, singing the theme tune, writing the theme tune, doing the theme tune. It's not like they're doing all of that shit, right? Yeah. Anyway, I think we should do the comments and then get into the reviews. Or the trailers. First, we've got some trailers as well, haven't we? Shit.
Oh, we'll do the comments and then do the trailers. Okay, so let's... there we go. You haven't had that music for a while. Crikey. So... Tanith was in here first, so she gets the gold medal.
Tanith, age 21, has submitted a lovely...
picture of a vase with some flowers in. We could talk about the Sydney Sweeney. Yeah,
it's bloody stupid.
I
actually heard somebody calling it eugenics the other day. I went,
oh, that's what I want to talk about. It's just that there's madness that's just all of a sudden occupied the internet, and it's like kind of, oh, it's Nazi propaganda. How? Please tell me how it's Nazi propaganda.
Because it ups their TikTok. It ups their TikTok views. That's why. Because we said the word Nazi. It's pure jealousy. Because Sydney Sweeney is hot. She said she doesn't mind getting her boobs out, and it's a lot of women because, like, the woman that called it eugenics. Well, she looked like a eugenics experiment gone wrong. You know, stud through the nose, kind of like.
Do you know I have a total prejudice to anyone who has a piercing through their nose. There, 2 reasons. One, on the train into London, one day, I saw someone sneeze. That was pleasant. And 2, they're all fucking mental.
It's jealousy. It's all bullshit. It's absolute jealousy. Look, Sydney Sweeney's a hot actress making money because she's hot. I mean, she got attacked by that director last year saying that she was a shit actress. She's not. She's actually quite good. She is a hot blonde bombshell. And these days, people can't take that anymore because, you know, women are actually not allowed to be beautiful anymore. I mean, look at what Jenna Ortega's done to herself at the fucking premiere of Wednesday. She looks like she's been slapped with the ugly machine, and I don't know what she's doing. But, I mean, she looks like she's 50 all of a sudden. And
she might have just had a bad
what is it with Hollywood? You're not allowed to have glamorous women anymore. Why? I mean, you'll see that when we watch the freaking trailer for, because you're going to make me sit through it, the trailer for Academy. But fuck off. I mean, it's just a clever pun, right? You know, Sydney Sweeney's got good genes. It's a clever pun. There's nothing more. It's not Nazi fucking propaganda. Fuck off, you mental cases.
Because the Nazi uniforms were famous for being made of jean material and not, say, created by a certain fashion house that's still around. You shouldn't be around because of that.
Anyway.
Tana says she's in first because no one else knows you're on. Yeah, true. Said this earlier about Foundation. I'm currently in Paramount mode because Dexter Resurrection's on there, which is really good. And when that's done, I'll move over to Apple TV because there's some bits that I want to watch on there. Probably F1 again. And that finally comes onto it. And Keith's been watching Foundation.
Yes, Foundation was good. The last episode was really good. Genuinely
is that Harry actress? Not Harry Sheldon, is it?
Yeah.
I hate that's the bit that puts me off the most.
What?
Lee Pace, great. Jared Harris, great. The woman who plays she's supposed to be like the one that kind of centers around.
She's been quite good this season. I mean, her character's been quite. Her character's been quite good this season.
For the entire first season, she had a look on her face that this is stupid.
No, I know.
I don't think she'll go anywhere, and it's like, kind of, don't
three.
You have to sell it to me.
I mean, Jared Harris has only been in the first 2 episodes so far. Dr. Bashir's in it. The actor that plays Bashir's turned up, which is kind of cool. The mule is really quite freaky. It's just been quite. The last episode, Lee Pace meets you've got like the current incarnation of Day is a bit hippie, but hippie with a chip on his shoulder, and he talks to like the original sort of character. So you've got Lee Place talking to hippie Lee Place. It's a great fucking scene. They're playing more into the robotics side of it this season. I'm not going to genuinely, it's been quite good, and the effects are fucking phenomenal. The first opening episode is phenomenal in terms of its effects. I mean, it really does look good, Foundation. I mean, it puts a lot of fucking Marvel movies to shame, and how good the effects are. Genuinely really good. I'm quite enjoying it.
So no one really gets to watch it because it's on Apple TV.
Yeah.
So that's...
Can we pull out the picture that was posted a few days ago? Who are you calling Ladette? Nice. You have a picture of you as a Disney princess. I'm warning you. Brilliant picture, by the way.
Okay. Which one?
The one where he's wearing the Disney princess thing. I don't know. I think his missus posted it. It was very funny.
And then got Laurie saying hello to everyone. Hi, Laurie.
Hi, Laurie.
No stars for me. Is something?
That's because he's late in.
Okay. It's hi all. Just returned from a walk. Happy. Yeah, it's our anniversary today. We've been married for ages. Really.
Tell me you haven't forgotten.
18 years.
I know. I saw that and went, oh, God,
a long time.
Yeah.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Made the semi-finals of America's favourite couple.
Congratulations. We voted for you.
Fuck, yes. No, we were away on holiday.
Yeah, you can still vote.
What am I doing the moment when we're done here?
Although you're 18 years, look at Chuck's parents.
Oh, I can't see Chuck's parents. I haven't got a photo.
65
Sorry,
years.
Chico.
Wow. That's a pretty good innings.
Yeah. So yes. So we got a cut Harry out. What do you mean you didn't win? Oh, the thingy. And it's like Chuck said, crap, forgot to put thumbs up. That's good. Thank you very much for that. To put a chicken and make a lame and gay. Yes. Did you see? Yes, I did see this, and they also got rid of Stephen Colbert, who I think is a detestable gentleman. It's just, I saw him turn. I think it was. I wasn't too bothered by his whole "I hate Trump" thing because that's the standard fare for Hollywood. But there was one bit where he said something, and he wasn't expecting the audience to say applaud it, and he had the most disdainable look of contempt for them on his face. And that day, I was like, he looks like a fucking awful human being. And I think that's when I went off of him. So yes,
I call slight bullshit on that because look at Star Trek Academy. It screams DEI. It just
but this is before. This is before Skydance.
Well,
this is their last chance.
Yeah, no, they did this a few weeks ago, and then look at the Comic-Con, right? All they did was talk about people's hair and things like that. It's bullshit. They say they've got rid of it, but they haven't. And you just have to watch all the Comic-Con interviews with the cast, and you watch that fucking moron that's in charge of Star Trek up on the show, and it's all ego. We should have got Star Trek Legacy. You're gonna get me on Academy, and I'm gonna get on my soapbox.
Yes,
but I call bullshit. I see that they've said it, but saying it and doing it.
Yeah. So there's this gentleman. His name's Keir Starmer. You might not know him, but he's our Prime Minister. I hate him with a passion. It's funny because I've hated the last 6 Prime Ministers, so it's not alone. But I really hate this guy because he is. Sounds Keir Stalin is probably the better term for him. I don't remember Gremlins 2.
You should watch it, Nigel. You'll love it.
Gremlins 2 should be a horror comedy.
In fact, there's a very pretty ginger gremlin. Ginger gremlin.
Yeah.
There is a ginger gremlin.
I am tired of seeing Pedro Pascal in everything.
Me too.
Yeah, he and to be honest with you, he acted twice in the entire Fantastic Four. He just read lines otherwise. Okay. Still not watched Superman or Fantastic Four. Might as well be Alt plus F4. Oh, that's a good joke. That's nice internet humour there, Nige. Well done. Not a picture of a vase, but I am currently making a Lego plum blossom flower. Oh, nice. That means...
I just finished a Lego Shelby Cobra GT, and I fucking love it. It's beautiful. Blue. Oh, I love it. Really nice.
Oh, cool. Not sure. Foundation's science fiction.
It's Asimov.
Isaac Asimov. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fill Dave's shoes in with the shameless plug. Vote every day. I'll vote after this is all done. All right. I promise. Keith's going to send me the link. Was hiding from the torrential rainstorm in Nintendo World. Pretty bored. Yeah, pretty bored. All the broken rides at Epic Universe, which I was not very impressed by. Nige loved being Princess Peach.
Of course he did.
It is a podcast, darling. Most people do listen more. Downside is that Keir Starmer was insufferable before he was elected. His voice alone great, so we literally cannot listen to it.
Spitting Image summed him up perfectly, but Spitting Image is coming back again as an online series, and I want to see what they do with him now. But they summed him up perfectly, making him this really boring character. But yes. Anyway, are we doing the trailers first?
We are doing the trailers first.
What
so,
the trailers are we doing? Oh yeah, we're doing.
Let's start with a nice palate cleansing Tron Ares.
Have you got it lined up?
I have got it lined up.
Congratulations.
There it is. Look.
Oh look, he hasn't lost his efficiency since being away.
Cool. I am thinking twice though, cause before I can do it like that, but now I can't. Okay, let's watch the trailer to Tron Ares, which is quite cool.
Since time began, man has gazed at the stars and he has wondered, am I alone? So...
I do like the Tron-ified Disney logo. Okay, it's red, not blue like in Legacy, but hey, I'll take that.
So much talk of AI and big tech today. Virtual worlds, what are they going to look like? When will we get there? Well, folks, we're not going there. They are coming here. I would like you to meet Ares, the ultimate soldier. He's biblically strong, lightning fast, supremely intelligent. And if he is struck down on the battlefield, I will simply make you another.
You think you're in control of this? You're not.
The soundtrack is pretty good.
Sorry?
The soundtrack's pretty good. It's Machine Head.
9 Inch Nails.
No, that's what I meant.
What are you?
I'm looking for something. Something I do not understand.
Hang on!
A malfunctioning program that wants to live. Why is that? It's just a feeling. Fascinating.
So they found whatever Flynn had to get you digitized in and out of the world, and now they're digitizing people directly into our world. And it looks like there are 3 distinct computer worlds. There's the one where Tron Ares lives, built, gets rebuilt, put back in. I think there's the Tron world, which is the one that Jeff Thingy was in, and then there's another one there, which is the blue one, which looks like the Tron Legacy world.
I wonder how Flynn is, because Flynn, I mean, he's in the computer world there, but he's kind of like a hologram in that world. Because if you notice, like, parts of his body are kind of like simmering into nothing, and he did kind of die at the end of the last one. Spoiler. How is he in it?
Did he die, or did he get transformed into something else?
Well, now there's the question, because Tron kind of didn't die either, and you know what, Bruce Boxleitner is not meant to be in this, but he might be. I mean, he said he's not in it, but he's Tron. And yeah, okay, this is called Tron Ares, but
I would like the idea that Ares gets out of control, and then they go to Flynn's system and they release Tron into the real world to take him down. That's what I would love. I don't think they're going to do it. That's what. If you give me that, I'd be really happy. Do you know what? I've got one of the bloody data discs downstairs, and yeah, and I've not got it up here with me, and it looks good. I am quite excited for that, and I'm quite happy with the fact that it's quite close around the corner.
And it looked. I mean, the sort of sneak trailer where they had the light bikes that cut up the cop cars. That was fucking cool. And then when I saw that whilst you were away, I was like, yeah, this looks quite good. My only thing was because it's got what's his face in it, Jared
Leto.
Jared Leto, who's in a spot of trouble at the moment. So I'm surprised that they're carrying on with this, but fuck it, do it. It looks good.
It does look good.
Yeah, I do like the trailer. I have to admit, I do like the trailer. I liked the last Tron movie. In fact, I like the Tron movies. So fuck it, this looks good. I'm up for it. There we go. Right, you're gonna make me watch yet another Avatar movie. Yet another Avatar movie.
My wife knows why I'm putting this one on. Fire and Ash.
You like the Avatar ride. I know you like the Avatar.
Fuck me! You'd like the Avatar ride. It's better than the films. It's got more of a cultural footprint than the films. It's like we left Animal Kingdom, and we left the ride at Animal Kingdom. Tans was like, I don't want to go, and it's like, don't David Tennant me. You're getting out the fucking door now. So let's see what Avatar Fire and Ash looks like.
The strength of the ancestors is here.
Live like this, baby. In hate.
If there is something you can do, then you must do it. The children. No, Spider. And we will find another way. Your goddess has no dominion here.
Okay, it's an Avatar movie. Probably watch it, but I'm not sure what I'm meant to feel that way. I mean, I know the ride is meant to be amazing, and
right. This is the weird thing about Avatar, yeah, and it's always something. It has no cultural footprint. It's weird. It goes at the cinema. Everyone says it's fine, and then it just disappears until the next one comes out. So odd. That film, I looked at it. It looks good, but my brain is replaying the ride in my head and expecting to be splashed with water and to have smells, smells and stuff in my nostril, and feel the Ikron or a Banshee, that was it, breathing underneath me, and that. But I don't know. I don't know how James Cameron can do it. How can make a film that doesn't? Titanic had more of a cultural footprint.
Titanic has a lingering effect. Every other James Cameron film does. The
Yeah,
first one.
The first Titanic?
No, the first Titanic. Yeah, the first
Titanic
arguably did leave a bit of a footprint, but the second one I don't remember it that well. And a lot of people said, "Oh, it was good," but it kind of came and went. And I know it was really long, and I don't remember it. I don't remember any of those characters. I remember the kids, kind of. I remember the Sigourney Weaver daughter, weird, strange character thing. But I can't remember who she was. I remember she was a kid, but I can't remember much more than that. I know that they somehow magically brought back the evil General Geezer and put him in an avatar. But I don't remember much beyond that. But I would love to try the ride. I've heard you guys talk about the ride a lot, and what I've seen on YouTubes and stuff. I would like to try it.
It's funny because there's a lot of that ride that's in the second film. So James Cameron definitely planned out these films because it's got all the whale bits in the ride. You go past the whales and whatnot, and it's such a such a weird one. I think I might watch it, and the reason I watch it is I've got a bloody free cinema pass, and I need to go and watch X amount of films to get my money's worth out of it for a year. So I'm going to watch it just out of that, and plus I'm about to talk about it on the podcast too. But yeah,
it's funny. You went away for 3 weeks. You managed to catch up with 2. You haven't seen Jurassic Park yet, though, have you?
No, I haven't. I didn't have time. There's other stuff going on.
Oh, God damn it! You're going to make me sit through this now.
Yeah, I'm going to make you sit through it, especially the bit at the end. It's annoying because I like James. Not James Gandolfini. Oh, I can't remember his name. Anyway,
Paul Gamachin.
And so, we begin. I'm Captain Nala Ake, Chancellor of Starfleet Academy.
I don't know if I've got the settings wrong on it. Right. As an actor, you are told to be quite physical. You're told to use your eyes to communicate, use your voice to communicate, use every part of your body to communicate. That character's supposed to be about 600 years old. Yeah? What the fuck is she doing? She doesn't deserve to be in a captain's chair. Just by the way, she should be sitting there. I don't expect her to be like kind of does like a William Riker and steps over the back and sits down on it. Yeah? But I don't but that doesn't scream captain, does it?
It's a Discovery sequel, right? It's the sequel to a show that nobody asked for. We asked for Legacy, and what we got was the Special Olympics.
Well, yeah, let's move on.
We're all the first Academy class to return to our campus in San Francisco after more than 120 years.
It's
that makes
Star Trek. It's Star Wars. It's Star Trek.
What do you
droids.
call it? All right, just to point out that calling the cafeteria, calling the cafeteria James T. Kirk Pavilion. Doesn't mean jack shit. Don't bother doing
It's
it.
member berries. It's member berries, but it's not the best one. Oh, young Californian American. Look at me. I'm handsome.
Do you remember the 200th episode of Stargate?
Yes.
When they're sitting down with the TV producer and says, "Look, we're going to redo the show, yeah, and we're going to put younger people in it, yeah." It reminds me of that fucking gag.
It's because all the women are ugly, but that's because Kurtzman, shoves Oscars up his ass.
Some for yourselves. Together, you are the best and the brightest from across the galaxy.
Oh dear God.
That's the gayest looking Klingon I've ever fucking seen. Yeah. But it's so gay. Where'd you stick your batleth? PT requirements, please.
Yeah.
PT requirements.
A tapestry that is Starfleet.
It's Tiddy too.
You will learn the skills that...
Right, I've been told to try and spot the white man in this bit.
No, it's spot the man.
Oh no, look, there's one there.
No,
and I think there's one there.
No. There's a man. There's a man in the middle, behind.
Yeah.
He's the only
That
white
one.
dude. Yeah, he's the only white dude.
Oh, crikey.
shaped our greatest officers.
Oh, fuck off.
That doesn't sound very Starfleet, does it?
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. It sounds like an army.
Like them, we'll ask you to give more of yourselves.
Oh, look. Remember him? Remember him?
All right, so the first things first, yeah? That's fucking annoying. This here,
yes, I know.
Annoying the crap out of me.
They're
no.
Awful. They're awful.
I like Robert Picardo too.
I do. I like the Doctor. No.
No.
Yourselves. Thing you knew you had.
God, it's
To dream without limitations.
Jesus. Yeah, just get through it. Just get through it.
Whatever challenges came before today.
Oh yeah, we've got to have the emo.
Led you to this moment.
Oh! Fuck off! Just fuck off!
Don't you?
The only reason they're putting that in there is
dare.
to try and get people to watch it. Yeah, the fate of
fucking
Benjamin
dare.
Sisko.
Don't you
They've
dare.
already done that. It's called Stargate Season 8 Comics. And even that I don't agree with because they killed off Nog, and I love Nog. I know the actor died, but they still killed him off. Carry on. Sorry. Ugh. Fucking touch him.
You here now. You weave together the future.
I fucking hate Tig Notaro. Could you piss off, please? Why are they employing her? She's just like fucking standard lesbian.
So go
Oh, I bet you she owns a Subaru.
out and see.
Fuck me, sideways. Yeah, Tig Notaro was bad. The captain was bad.
That's worse. He was a
Feminine
Klingon Gemini.
hybrid from a race that can only be made through cloning.
Oh God.
Because they have no sexual organs. They're not supposed to have sexual organs. That's the way the founders controlled them.
Some dude
along with
with
their
a fuck all budget, right? Brings out Picard season 3 while fucking Kurtzman's too busy to do a look at Star Trek. He's off making, the man that fell to Earth, right? It gets all this freaking glory. So Kurtzman gets gets really butthurt by this. And instead of making what everybody asked for, we are getting this. Californian IA in space. In the Discovery universe.
All right,
Yeah,
but,
Skydancers have done away with DEI, have they?
No, they haven't been bought yet. And this is under Skydance, this is under Paramount.
Well, season 2 is because they started. That got greenlit. Although I think that got greenlit before. Yeah.
Oh no,
it's not going to go beyond that.
I think what hopefully they're going to wise up to this tactic of them announcing seasons before they put things in place, forcing them to commit to something. But okay, quick Star Trek lore. In Deep Space Nine, there were a race of aliens from the Gamma Quadrant, referred to as the Jem'Hadar, who worked for the Changelings, or the Founders. They were genetically engineered. They were sexless. They were addicted to a chemical to make sure that they were all right. They grew within like a couple of days, to full maturity. They presented as being male mostly, because you kind of want big, aggressive people to shoot. And they were grey lizards for all intents and purposes.
And if they
were sexless.
If they got beyond 8 years old, they were seen as elders.
Yeah. Kind of like the Sontarans in bloody Doctor Who.
And what we've got here is, remember Deep Space Nine? That's why Cisco's there. It's... Oh, dear God.
Anyway.
Explore.
Oh, sorry, hang on, we missed a chance. No, Keith, what is it?
It's a fat black chick.
It's because they're just... Because that's what they wanted.
Explore. Boldly go where no one has gone before.
Look like a goddamn starship. Just fuck off with this bullshit.
What's the name of this actress?
What's her face?
Holly,
the one that's
Holly Hunter, is it?
Oh God. She's the voice of Mrs. Incredible.
Parr.
But she sounds like she's 90 years old. Her voice, she sounds like she's 90. Her voice really doesn't fit the character.
Yeah.
Carry on playing.
It is my great honor to welcome you all to Starfleet Academy.
No, you're right.
The Smallville years.
This really annoys me. Oh, it was so meta!
I don't think he's
Kurtzman.
whistling that. I think he's whistling something else. It's annoying because there's so much good stuff on Paramount Plus, but that ain't it.
Nigel wants to know who Benjamin Sisko is. Probably, arguably the best captain. And the more that I fucking watch, the more it's like, he really was the best captain.
He was based off of Jeffrey Sinclair, by the way. From Babylon 5.
Here's the thing, right? Benjamin Sisko is everything that Hollywood currently hates, except his colour. He was a good father, a good captain, but didn't put up with shit, right? Nuked the odd planet when he got a bit pissed off. He generally does nuke a planet. He doesn't nuke it. He does something worse. He spreads a chemical weapon so no human can live on it. Yes, he did that.
Yes.
He doesn't put up with shit, but he's a loving father, and that's you can't have that anymore. Hollywood hates good dads.
Yeah.
Arguably the best captain, certainly the kick-ass captain. Don't get me wrong, I'm still a Janeway fan, but Sisko, you wouldn't fuck with Sisko. Yeah. So that's who he was, the captain of Deep Space Nine. Well, initially commander of Deep Space Nine, then he became captain.
Yeah,
which I forgot.
Yeah. It was supposed to be a shit job.
It was meant to be a shit job.
It was supposed to be a shit job, and then became a really important one.
The
kind of like the idea.
Most important job in the entire freaking galaxy.
But whatever you do, don't ask how big the fucking Defiant is. It doesn't fucking match. It really doesn't match.
The technical manual.
50 meters, 120 meters. Fuck.
Yeah, it was still a kick-ass little ship, though. Fucking love that ship. Sorry, Wolf. Tough ship. I love that line. First contact 28 years ago. Jesus fucking H Christ. Anyway, thank you for making me sit through that utter horseshit. Strange New Worlds has been terrible. I mean, guess what? We had a holodeck. And it looked like a next-gen holodeck, right? Because apparently holodecks were not used because they come up with some lame excuse. Holodecks were new technology at the very first episode of Star Trek Next Generation.
Yes.
Holodecks weren't invited. This was, you put a fucking filler episode, another holodeck goes wrong, endangers the ship episode, in a 10-episode season of Strange New Worlds. Well done. Of Kiva Goldsman, what the fuck are you doing? And then we had another parody of 1960s Trek. But we put them in really stupid uniforms and we took the piss out of 1960s Trek. And we had the new Kirk playing the old Kirk doing a really lame fucking William Shatner impression. Well done. Yeah, let's take the piss out of what came before. Like, that Kirk might as well have whipped out his dick and just taken a piss all over it. That would have been better.
Tell him how you really feel, Keith.
Oh, no. That's not how I really... I could really get on my fucking soapbox, but I'm not going to. Strange New Worlds, I mean, just... We had Q in it. So, so you remember the sort of slightly camp... Can't remember the character's name, but in the original 60s Star Trek, that kind of had Q-like reality-changing powers and ended up being a baby, right? That character comes back and dicks with Spock, but it's played by that Kiwi or New Zealand guy, the one that was in Love, Death and Robots, that walked on the beach with that. Yeah. So anyway, he then gets caught, and a star comes down, and guess who's voicing the star? John Delancey. Yeah. So Q is now, kind of. Oh, Jesus. Just leave it alone. For the love of God.
The worst thing is I was thinking about this, and the one with the what do we call him? Coded lesbian.
Yeah.
I would call her Lieutenant Subaru. Anyway, so let's.
Yes, Steve. Yes, I very much did recognise the voice. The first episode back was quite good because it was the continuation of that quite good story. The second episode was okay, and then we got zombies in space. I mean, seriously, fucking space zombies in Star Trek, right? And it was full on space zombies. Shoot them in the head. Space zombies. He even refers to them as zombies. And then we got the another fat black chick, right, playing this supposedly hard-ass Klingon, right, who was the daughter of the dude that the Doctor killed in the last series, right, like seeking revenge. It was just lame. Anyway, right. Let's talk about... Right, what one do you want to do first? Superman or Fantastic Four?
Should we do Fantastic Four?
Yeah, I liked it. There we go.
I liked it, but it fucking irked me. It was one of those things when I walked out... Pedro Pascal irked me, and the reason he irked me is that he acted for 2 scenes in that entire film. Yeah.
I think that's a bit...
No, seriously, you could have swapped him out with anyone. Compare him against, what's his mission, the Welsh guy who played Mr. Fantastic in the previous Fantastic Fours.
Yeah, but he was a bit bland as well. I mean... Do I think Pedro Pascal was well cast? No, but I think he's not a bad actor. I mean, a lot of people that do criticize him admit that he's quite a good actor. I don't think he phoned in as much as you're sort of saying. I think he's a bit unfair. Do I think he was well cast as Reed Richards? No, but he was better than I thought he was going to be. Doesn't mean I liked him. I thought the fact that it was a female Silver Surfer, that was the only way. There was entirely no need for that. There was no. It didn't serve the plot. He could have been male. The only thing is, you would have had Johnny Storm not being able to flirt with him.
Right. So it was Sue Storm who flirted with him. So first things first. Yeah. Taking a pregnant woman to space.
I knew that was going to irk you.
fucking irked the shite out of me, that did. Let's take a pregnant one. I don't care. So you're staying back here. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah? That irked me. The fact that the Silver Surfer, yeah? The Silver Surfer in the comics offered to be Galactus' herald so he could find planets where there's no intelligent life, so he could eat those planets and not destroy civilization. That was the deal that Norrin Rand had with him. This one, fucking Silver Smurfette, or whatever you want to call her, yeah, no, we'll wipe out all the civilizations, we don't care. Yeah? And the only reason that the Silver Surfer, had the Earth thing was because he got pulled off a course by, I think it was Doctor Doom. Was Doctor Doom? Maybe it was someone else. Pulled off course by Doctor Doom, yeah, so he could try and siphon off his powers. And Galactus went, well, I'm going to find my own fucking dinner. And he just happened to turn up at Earth. And then all the fun kind of went with him. So you got that. Johnny Storm and Ben Grimm as the Thing and the Human Torch. Really good.
Yeah, I like.
Really enjoyed them. I like the fact that the whole kind of 60s future world, fantastic. That was great. Silver Smurfette, no. Galactus, the way they did Galactus, good. I like that. That was good.
He was giant and purple. It worked. They did.
Yeah. And it was most of that was costume, not CGI.
I know.
So that was quite good. I like that. I always there was some awful sets of conveniences. Yeah. So the first one that gets me is they turn up to the planet trying to find Galactus, yeah, and they drop out of FTL, and they drop their star drive in front of the giant Unicron planet-eating machine, and it stays intact.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah. But
I'm like,
I was expecting it to be destroyed there, and the fact that it doesn't get destroyed there, and it's like then pulled into a black hole, is like, all right, okay. If I think about it, I could nitpick it a lot, and I know there's things that will narc you because it's the whole Guardians of the Galaxy thing again when he goes through space, and you just can't let that go. He's not acting, and he probably, and I knew that when you went to see that you were going to be doing in several places. But here's the thing, right? I like the fact that I went in not expecting anything and came out pleasantly surprised by the fact that look, don't get me wrong, Pedro Pascal was miscast, but he wasn't as bad as I thought he was going to be. But I am sick of seeing him, and even David Tennant would have done a better job as Reed Richards than he did. And I still don't think David Tennant was probably right. I actually think John Krasinski would have been a much more interesting choice.
He'd turn it down.
Yes.
And I think John Hamm turned it down too.
Yeah. Even John Hamm would have been, a better, a good choice as well. But here's the thing. I thought What's Her Face of Susan Storm was quite good. She, a lot of the things that we heard about it, I don't think were true. And she doesn't save the day on her own. I like the fact they, basically didn't shy away from having Franklin Richards as this overpowered godlike thing, and they might explore that more. I like seeing Doom at the end. I love the fact that you don't see Robert Downey Jr. because somebody said he would have charged you like 25 million just to be seen in that scene, which made me laugh. I love the look of the world. It was refreshing because I didn't know what to expect, and I enjoyed myself. I did not come out of the cinema really pissed off like I did when I came out, when I was sitting there watching Superman. There are things in Superman that probably narc me more than this.
Really?
Yes. No, I really don't. I don't think Superman's a good movie. I genuinely think it's terrible.
Okay. It's weird because I'm like the opposite. You don't take pregnant fucking women to space. This is my first thing. Poor baby gets smushed. G-forces, man. Come on.
I think when you're facing down the end of the entire destruction of your planet, and you have a superpower,
And this comes back to one of my other criticisms, which won't happen in Spider-Man, this new Spider-Man, is they keep going to the end of the fucking world for all of their stuff. The stakes always is the end of the world, yeah?
Yeah, I know.
And it gets a little tiring. It really
But
does.
we knew it was
like,
going to be the end of the world in this one, because they were doing Galactus. And it made sense that they were doing Galactus in this and not
Why?
Doom. Well, if you're going to go with it, I like the way that the origin bit, right, in this was really well done, right? Unlike a load of streaming fucking text in Superman, and then, you come in halfway through the story with him already being beaten up, right? I mean, this is the thing. This was not a coherent mess. Fantastic Four works. As a film, it works. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end, right? And there's no misplaced humour. There's no weird shit in it. Is it perfect? No. Are there moments that probably would have knocked you more than they me? Yeah, all right, I get it. But I kind of thought I came out of Fantastic Four with a smile on my face and go, actually, I might go and see that again. And the thing. Whereas, let's get into Superman. You come in halfway through the movie, James Gunn's humour just does not work in Superman. Right? I mean, who the fuck were those Gen Z people with Lex Luthor? Why are they there? They were really, really, really fucking irritating. Like, to the point where, and who are all the fucking Hawaiian shirt wearing wankers on the beach that work for Les Corp? There's none of that, right? In
Did you say Les Corp?
Les Corp, yeah, because it was
Les Corp. Fucking lesbian corporation.
Yeah. Because I've
never heard that before. Les Corp.
Well,
not Lex Corp, but Les Corp.
The thing that irritated me most about Superman is actually the cast were pretty good, right? Unlike Pedro Pascal, right? I liked the cast in Superman, and that's what makes it more irritating, because the movie's a fucking mess. Right? I don't need an origin of Superman, but I need an origin of the fucking story that you're trying to tell. Not feel like I've come in halfway through. Not feel like I'm missing. And I got into an argument with a lot of people online when I posted a review going, we don't need another origin story. No, we don't need to see Superman as a boy again. No, we've seen that enough, right? But we do need the origin of the fucking story that you're trying to tell. Right? Not coming in halfway through it. Not knowing who all these people are with Lex, right? And there's never an explanation. What is it? The social media generation is all working with Lex Luthor now. Who were they? Why were they there? What was their motivation? Right? And don't even get me started on the whole stupid thing with Jimmy. Right? They're almost hinting out that he was some kind of superpowers. And actually, he was a bit of a dick. Right? Jimmy was a dick.
To her, yeah. But she's
he was a dick in general.
I wouldn't have said he was a dick in general. I think that she's got mad feet like Brie Larson. I think they hinted at that. I think that was James Gunn dropping something at the MCU for that.
I generally don't think... I like James Gunn's movies. This did not work. Right? And I suppose I'm irritated by it because I like the cast. I thought What's-His-Face as Mr. Terrific was great. Actually, I really liked Mr. Terrific. I really liked What's-Her-Face as Lois. She was fucking good, right? And in fact, I'd say she's the best on-screen Lois, really, since the What's-Her-Face in the Richard Donner movies. She absolutely was Lois. And I bought that straight away. He was quite good at Superman. They blatantly stole the fucking boys comic book line, right? And I knew it. That was the thing. I knew it. Right, the minute he walked into the Fortress of Solitude, I was like, "Oh, you're fucking stealing the boys, aren't you?" Right? And even down to the point where he's fucking dressed as Black Noir.
The boys aren't using it.
True.
So why not? He probably looked at it and went, "You've pissed away the best element of that storyline, and I need someone who can take on Superman. Who's better to take on Superman than Superman?"
I mean, this version of Lex Luthor was a bit unhinged, right? And it's like, what's his motivation? I mean, in previous things, you've always, like, Lex Luthor's motivations have all been subtly different depending on what version of the movie. Like in Donner movies, he wasn't that he hated Superman. He was just like he wanted land, he wanted power, and Superman was getting in his way. Right? In Smallville, it was a friend. What started out as a friendship kind of became like two people that really sort of fell out. Right? And then in the last one, it was pure fucking revenge for ruining, a megalomaniac's life. Whereas in this, he was unhinged. And just when you think they're about to reveal, like, his, there's that bit where he confronts Superman at the end, and you think, okay, now we're actually going to get some kind of idea of what's been driving Lex. And just as he's about to relieve it, typical James Gunn, dog comes in and fucking mauls him. Right? And I mean properly mauls him. And I found that quite, like, and again, it's James Gunn's humour just didn't work in this. Gunn's humour works when they're quirky characters, right? When you've got some really quirky characters, like the Suicide Squad, really fucking works. Like Peacemaker, really fucking works. I love Peacemaker. Peacemaker season 2, by the way, looks really good, right? And there were so many things that irritated me about this film. It's a mess. It is an absolute mess.
I don't think it's as messy as you think, as you describe it as. Yeah, I really don't think it's as messy as you describe it. It does feel like the third film, though. Yeah, it's a weird sensation, but at the same time, too, maybe going through a whole fucking. The backstory of the villain is what drives Batman films and will drive Superman films. What the villain's the driving force, yeah? But there was no think of the Dark Knight. Hang on. Think of the Dark Knight, yeah?
Yeah.
And it's just having that kind of memorizing that, but this was to try and get you into the world. Yeah, this is like the setup thing. So David Cornsweet and whatever her name was, who played Lois Lane, worked together really well. Yeah?
Yes.
David Cornsweet's Superman costume does not do him any favours. Seriously. He looked more like Superman wearing a white shirt, having a conversation as they're making dinner, than he did wearing his Superman costume. That's a bit of an issue, yeah? The fact that Superman felt quite heroic. He was trying to save the weird kind of I call it Stitch character in the film. Which Lex released as a distraction so he could go off and get the stuff from the Fortress of Solitude and whatnot. When he was trying to save it, that felt very Superman, yeah?
And he saves the squirrel, and I like that moment. But again, very James Gunn that he saves a fucking squirrel. The suit's not the most egregious thing. He was underpowered, right? He keeps getting his ass handed to him. There was one or two scenes with one scene with Clark Kent, as Clark Kent. You see Clark in the Daily Planet once, right? At Superman, okay. Things that I like. Superman saves people. Yes, he does. Right? Superman is, that's what I like. I didn't like the world they created. The world just didn't. It felt like Suicide Squad, and not. It didn't feel like Metropolis. There were too many characters in it. That was the thing. I don't think the Justice League or whatever they were should have been in it. Although, again, I did like Nathan Fillion as the sort of slightly dumb but Guy Gardner character. And there is a bit where I did laugh out loud where he goes and saves the not Israel Palestine by going through the fucking tanks with the hands like that. That made me laugh.
The things if I add up the bits that I liked in Superman versus the bits that I like in Fantastic Four, there's a lot more in Superman. There's a hell of a lot more in Superman. And I mean there's a hell of a lot more in Superman, yeah? The bit where he turns around and he's got into that fight and goes, I've got friends. Yeah, because it's like you're working together, that's fine, but I've got friends. Someone's going to fucking come save me.
But
Yeah.
You shouldn't need friends. It's Superman, right? And no, I mean, I thought that Fantastic Four was a much more molded story. I like the world in Fantastic Four more. I like the world. You see, this is the thing. You know, the New York in that, right? What was refreshing about Fantastic Four was that New York felt like it was lived in, right? Whereas, like, I was trying to explain, like, the Thunderbolts, that New York felt empty. That whole movie felt empty, right? Whereas the world that they created there in Fantastic Four was this 60s retro vibe world, and it just looked great, and it felt lived in. It felt vibrant. Superman's thing was just, it was James Gunn quirky, and whereas I like that in Guardians of the Galaxy, and I liked that in the Suicide Squad, Metropolis is meant to be New York, right? And it didn't feel like that. It felt weird. It felt a bit odd, and it having the kaiju walking through there, you know, and again, it feels like I missed half the story, and that irritates me, and that distracted me from enjoying it. So maybe on a second view, I might see the things that you liked, and I might even agree with you. But I was really, really irritated by these fucking Gen Z people that with Lex, and I just didn't understand why they were there, and I didn't understand Lex's motivation in this, because again, you didn't see any of it. You came in halfway through the story. It was a bit of a mess. Like, Superman never saves Lois, right? And he
never got into. She was quite sensible and stayed out of trouble.
Oh, yeah, but she shouldn't do. Lois should get into trouble.
No, because the reason I'm gonna argue this, yeah, the amount of concussions that she got in Smallville, that was Lana Lane and Lois Lane, both received extraordinary amounts of concussions, and in was it Lois and Clark, yeah. Amount of concussions, it should be like fucking worse than an NFL footballer. Yeah.
It just...
I think you need to go and watch it again. I think that you would.
I found like you see, what's his face as Lex Luthor was good, but I don't understand his motivation. The whole inclusion of the pocket universe and everything. It's the middle movie. It's the middle movie made first, and it's not like you go watch, you know, A New Hope and feel like you've missed out on a lot, right? That was a middle movie, and it was still more. You got a beginning and a beginning, a middle, and an end. There's no beginning, middle, and end. You just get the middle and the end. You come in the middle. There is no beginning to this film, except some scrawling text that doesn't really work. Right, if we got like a 5-minute
hang on a second,
newsreel,
hold on a second, scrolling text at the beginning of a film.
Yes, but even the scrolling text. Yes, I know, but even that. He's trying to launch a DC universe without doing the legwork. Right, they've done it again. Like. It feels like they're making the same mistakes as the first one. Do I like this more than the Snyder universe? Hell yes, right? But Superman is underpowered, but at least he's saving people, right? At least he's saving people. I like all the characters, but that's what irritates me more, right? Because I actually do like the characters. That I think I'm more irritated by the fact that I want to like this because the characters are good. The guy that's playing Superman is good. I like Mr. Terrific. Actually, I could do with a lot more Mr. Terrific. He deserves a movie. He's quite an interesting character, right? And he was played extremely well. This version of Terrific I really quite like.
What's the Mr. Terrific joke? Mr. Terrific is the third most intelligent man on the planet, and his answer is, I wrote that list. I like that. That was one thing. As one quote from Mr. Terrific from the comics. It's like kind of, I like that. I'm remembering that.
And there were moments I liked. I mean, I kind of liked the dog, but it was overused, and I'm saying that. And I mean, don't get me wrong, Minnie Alcock at the end in that costume worked. On other levels. And I think I know why she's drunk and everything. And again, right? And if they don't undo this, right, then fuck it. I don't care, right? The whole his parents thing, right? First off, again, like you said of Pedro Pascal, I'm fed up of seeing the woman that was playing his mother. She's just weird, right? That actress, I don't know, she's another one that bugs me. That was playing, well, you only probably noticed, Joel, but she was in Westworld. She played the slightly freaky robot that loses the fucking plot, the waitress in Westworld. She was Superman's mum.
Oh, God, she's barely in anything.
Yeah, she's been in a lot of things. She just turns up a lot of times as playing the same weirdo character. So casting her as the weirdo version of Superman, that doesn't work for me. That Bradley Cooper, was a bit young, almost. Like Russell Crowe was better as JL.
No, it made sense. It made sense.
No, it doesn't.
How young was I when Dexter was born?
Okay, all right. Talking about age, all right, but not what they did, right? Not what they did.
I think that's the setup for the next story.
I hope you're right, but I'm not sure you are, because Gunn is insinuating that no, that's what it is. And if that is, that's totally fucked with the origin of Superman, and that is almost worse than what Snyder did. Right? Joel saved him and sent him to Earth to be a savior, not to rule over them and to have a harem. And that bugged the shit. Again, it took it away from my enjoyment of the movie, because I'm going, that is not his origin. What the fuck is this? Is this yet another Hollywood person trying to make their own stamp on it? That's not the source material.
I think that's probably the most egregious thing. Because it was... They're going to revisit that when they do the Zod storyline.
I admit that this is me being partly anal, and I know I can be like this, but you know what I'm like when it comes to certain things, right? And I need explanations. I need to know why those fucking Gen Z people were there and what their motivation was, because they were irritating, right? And I find a lot of Gen Z and social media people
they were
irritating.
Getting paid a lot of money, Keith.
So yeah, it was James Gunn having to go at Gen Z, and it didn't work for me. The whole, again, I like the actor that played Lex Luthor. I like the slightly off, unhinged Lex Luthor, but I need to know why. Right, and I like the slightly shady government thing, and I thought he, and again, he didn't. He kept, instead of, he can't do serious, right? And you had this really, he posed an interesting concept, right? Superman going off and stopping a conflict, right? And you had that whole scene where Lois is interviewing him, and it was really interesting. It was like, that's a really, what would it be like looking at it from another side? Superman's side, I just want to save people. Other side, well, look at what you've done. Do you get permission to do that? Blah, blah, blah. Then you can see how a government might go, oh, well, maybe we should start stockpiling some krypton at night and things like that, because and you can understand why they got Lex involved. That was all interesting, but he didn't explore that enough. He didn't. He backed away and used crappy humor where it didn't need to be there. And again, the humor that works in Guardians of the Galaxy was out of place in a Superman story. You can have the humor, but it was overused. And again, having Lex almost mauled to death by a dog wasn't a good look. And you call yourself a dog lover, James. That was just weird. and it wasn't funny. It wasn't funny. You know, a dog sort of like coming in and biting your leg a bit, and you being able to go, get him off me, get him off me. The dog mauls him to death because he's he's a super dog. Alan Tudyk as the number 4 was quite good, and I kind of liked the sort of bots scenes, but I'm sorry, it irritated me, Gareth. It irritated me, and Fantastic Four did not. Were there moments in it that I thought you were going to get all like, God, FTL? I thought that was what you were going to, and I knew you were going to raise the bit about FTL.
It was the fact that they'd left it in front of Unicron and it should have got destroyed.
I know.
But it's that, and the fact that they cocked up the Silver Surfers kind of thing. And as I said, I don't think that that message in Superman's correct, and I think it will get dealt with later.
I hope you're right. Because it's kind of key, right? Because, and again, they kind of made. I don't quite like what they did with Martha Kent and the Kents. They turned the Kents into a bunch of rednecks, and you get that scene at the end of him with his parents and the thing, but that didn't quite work for me. I mean, I know that the whole Snyder thing of him what's his face, Kent dying, and sacrificing, and not Superman not saving him. I get that. That was egregious. And depending on actually his father does die young in the comics, and then like the Dean Cain Superman's kind of changed that, and then they did it back in Smallville again. I actually think it's his human father dying is kind of key to his development of a character. I didn't like what they did to Martha Kent either. His whole origin, him being obsessed with his kryptonite parents, and this is why I don't think they're going to undo it, because he was too obsessed with his kryptonite parents, and he kind of saw his human parents as a bunch of rednecks, and then he kind of changes his mind at the end. That was a bit shit, but I do like the fact that he saved a squirrel.
Okay. I'll leave that there. I'm going to leave that there because I think you need to see it again. I need to see it again, I'll be honest with you. I have to wait for it to come out. So, yes.
Sorry. It irritated me. It really did. But most of the things you raised, I do agree with you. But that's why it irritates me, because I liked those moments.
It was. I felt it felt more heroic. I felt it felt more warm. Yeah, I felt that I liked the characters.
Snyder. Yes, I agree with you.
Yeah, I liked the characters a lot more than I did in the Fantastic Four, because I wasn't Sue and Pedro fucking Pascal. Make him shave the fucking mustache off, for crying out loud. Yeah? You want the job? Yeah, shave. Because what we didn't get Reed Richards, we got fucking Pedro Pascal. That fucking narked me. It's like, for God's sake, they're paying you millions of fucking dollars. Shave the tash.
Yeah,
all right?
That.
That's all you had to do, yeah?
The tash was out of place.
Couldn't do that. His acting was so just reading the lines. Just reading the lines all the way through. It actually kind of like went, oh my God, you picked this guy. There are other television actors you could have hired that would have been better. You could have brought Jonathan fucking Majors back, and he would have made a better bloody job of playing Tiggy. Yeah, so the guy playing Kang the Conqueror would have made a better fucking Reed Richards. But it was just that Silver Surfer kind of put it out. It was. And then the bit where she roast Tico's him at the end, and I like that expression because that's the easiest way of describing for Johnny Storm. Yeah, and then it's the fact that we're not going to get Norrin Rad as a Silver Surfer, that irritated me.
I understand.
Yeah, and it's just like, and you went straight to the end of the world with Fantastic Four rather than something a bit more personal, to try and introduce them, because they're not as established as Superman. They're not established as Spider-Man or Batman. Yeah, and trying to get those bits sorted. But
I think he did a better job of establishing its universe, though.
Yeah. Did the established universe, because the other one just was like kind of, oh look, we've done the origin story. Let's just get on with the fucking story, and that's why it felt like the third film in with Superman. But I think it is, and another thing, Superman's done much better at the box office than
yeah, but it was
Fantastic Four.
It had a much bigger marketing.
That 60% drop off has not helped it.
No, I agree with you that, but the marketing for Superman is much greater. Like the BYD, the Chinese electric firm, are obviously in there because in front of all of their showrooms, and there's a gazillion fucking showrooms, they've got Superman logos in there. So I'm not surprised. Yeah. The marketing for Superman has been much bigger. So that doesn't surprise me that it's done better. And it's Superman. It's like the superhero. So Fantastic Four, yes, okay, they're Marvel's first family, but they're not as big as Superman. They're not. They don't have as wide appeal as Superman. I always thought that Superman would be the bigger movie, but I don't think it's the better movie structurally. Does it have more likable characters in it? Yes. But it's a mess.
But then again, it's got more characters in it.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Just by volume.
I don't know.
All right.
Anyway,
let's park it here for this week.
Yes.
And
we're going to talk about DS9 next week, so you can catch up on like.
I haven't got around to doing DS9. So yeah, it's
I tell you what.
What's the next 2-parter of DS9?
There's the Marquee one, the origin of the Marquee.
They're tense. Next question.
It's in season 2. I think it's called The Marquee. In season 2 that you could watch. But I'm on the opening episode of season 5, which is where they infiltrate Garrick, not Garrick. What's his face? The Klingon. Gowron. And it's Gowron at his most Gowron. Yeah, because he goes, congratulations to you and your house. And it's the eyes. And he does it when because he realizes it's Cisco. And he's like, it's his Gowron at his best. It's like, and it's the eyes. It's congratulations to you and your house. I love it. Gowron at his best.
Best line, where the warrior, we do not forgive.
Oh, forget. I actually, it's just as good as that. But yeah, again,
do you know, he's like funny when they were filming the last episode of Deep Space Nine. Avery Brooks apparently beat the crap out of the guy who plays Caldecott.
Yeah, he wasn't liked. Apparently, he was a bit of a nasty guy. I don't know.
What, the guy who played Caldecott?
Yeah, I've heard this. He comes across as a bit of an arse in the documentary. You should watch the documentary. It's quite interesting. What We Leave Behind. But yeah, he did beat the shit out of him. Yes. Why? What were you going to say?
I was just going to say, because it's just mad. Last scene with him. Can't get to him.
But I tell you what, the one thing that is, when I get to that final episode, the thing that's going to be the sweetest, having watched it all through so quickly, is Kai Wynn dying. God, I'm looking forward to that.
Fuck
she is the fucking worst.
She's best way of describing her is she's like Dolores Umbridge from Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, she is. She is Umbridge, but on speed almost. Oh God, she is. I hate her, Gareth. I hate her. You're meant to hate her, but oh my God, I hate her. But yes. Anyway,
Chuck, how much?
Yeah, he did. He spent that.
Jeez, the tip. How much is the tip for that?
Well, if it's 10%. That's $120.
No, it's usually 15 to 20 in the States, 10% here. On that note, it's goodbye from me, and we will see you next week.
Yes, it's goodbye from
Keith.
It's goodbye from me as well. As long as I've got teeth problems, but we should be here next week. It's good to be back anyway, guys. See you soon.
Yes, it's good to be back, and I will probably be playing online on Bit Stupid Gamers Twitch channel or Echo's Twitch channel, depending on who's streaming. Catch you later.
See ya.